Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing a review of We Free the Stars. This is the second book in the Sands of Aralia duology, and the events in this book pick up, I believe, 2 days after the end of We Hunt the Flame. So I won't say too much about the synopsis because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but if you're unfamiliar with this series, in We Free the Stars, we are following a young girl named Saphira who is known as the Hunter. However, very few people actually know of her identity because in this world, women doing anything is pretty much frowned upon, so nobody knows that she's actually a girl. So she gets summoned to go on a mission where she is to retrieve this ancient book that could restore magic to the land. On the other hand, we're also following the Prince of Death, Nasir, who has also been sent on the same mission as Saphira, not only to retrieve that same book, but to stop her. So we follow their journey from there. There's a little bit of romance that ensues. This is something that I would recommend for people who enjoy found family and romance subplots in their fantasy. I do have a full review of We Hunt the Flame on my channel, so I will link that in the cards and the description below. Otherwise, if you have not yet read We Free the Stars, this is your official spoiler warning. So I'm gonna be pretty brief with my review here. I went through all of the characters in book one. Feelings have not changed really. I like all of the characters, but all of them do things that really irritate me, except Lana. I love Lana with all my heart and she needs to be protected at all costs. Everyone else though, well, no, I take that back. Lana and Kifa are the only two characters that I don't have an issue with. Maybe even Altair. I like him a lot too. And he went through some shit this round. But I was a little disappointed this round. I really did not like some of the inner monologue. I don't like when characters have conversations, like made up conversations with other characters in their head. I hate that with a burning passion. So the fact that Zafira was doing that with Yasmin and Nasir was doing that with Altair, hated it. I also found Zafira to be super annoying this time around. I kept getting tired of her saying that she has no identity if she's not the hunter. She keeps referring to Nasir's eyes as the gray abyss. I swear to God, if I had taken a shot every time I heard that, I would have been passed out. I also got really tired of her assuming that they couldn't be together because he's royalty, and she's like, oh, but he's the prince, and I feel this way, but he's the prince. And I feel like that's a common thing in fantasy books with royalty, and it's starting to become really fucking annoying. Like, so what? Who cares? Literally no one. I mean, like, yeah, his dad was gonna make him take another bride, but surprise, surprise, that didn't end up happening. Saif is a new character in this one, and I hated him. He was a complete dick to everybody for no reason and thinks he's special because he's immortal. Get over yourself, bro. The thing that irritated me the most was Yasmin. I liked her in the first book, but then this whole Zafira and Yasmin aren't talking to each other because Yasmin blames her for Dean's death. She literally at one point says to her, you killed my brother. You saw it. You saw what happened. Turns out her affinity is that she's a seer, but literally she was like, I saw the golden-haired man shoot him. And I saw Dean willingly step in front of the arrow, but I'm gonna blame you despite the fact that he is a grown-ass man and he volunteered to go on that mission. And then Zafira's like, she's right. Bitch, what? And then Yasmin gets mad when she finds out there's something between Nasir and Zafira. And she's like, you traded my brother for a monster. Once again, Dean is grown. Dean agreed to go on that mission. Actually, Dean volunteered. Zafira didn't even want him to go. He volunteered. And then he willingly stepped in front of an arrow for her. And it just pisses me off even more because Yasmin actually saw what happened. It's not like Zafira turned her bow on him. Like, make it make sense. I also just don't like, in general, when characters blame themselves for shit that they had no control over. So, like, the fact that her village was attacked after she left, Zafira is like, this is all my fault. Did you make the call? Did you release toxic vapor to kill everybody? No? Okay, so no, that's not how that works. Last dislike for this book is it feels like they are setting up so that Yasmin and Altair can be together, which I feel like that's the only reason that Misk died. And I don't necessarily know if I like that, but then also the whole point was that Yasmin wanted revenge on Altair for killing her brother. and all of a sudden she's like, oh, but he's pretty. That's it? That was all it took? Forgiveness, just like that. But you couldn't forgive Zafira at first, and now, okay, that literally makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever. But okay, I guess that's what we're doing. As far as things that I did like, try to end this on a positive note, finding out that Kifa was asexual, I enjoyed that. I love when we have ace characters in fantasy. I think Lana was the saving grace for this book. I don't know why, but I just love her. I feel like it was really obvious that Zafira wasn't dead. I was listening to the audiobook on this. I don't have a physical copy yet. And it was like chapter, I don't know, like 40 when she gets shot. And I was like, there's way too much of this book left. There's like 115 chapters. This bitch is not dead. Oh, I did really enjoy Nasir handing the throne to Altair. A little weird that he was like, yeah, I killed the Khalifa of this place, but I'm gonna step in now. Okay. I'm sure the people love that. I mean, I know he wanted to redeem himself and all, but still it was a little odd the way that it happened. And of course it was a happily ever after, and Nasir and Zafira finally get married. I also do think it's kind of cool that both their names mean victory. But that's it. I'm not gonna talk too much more about it. I felt like the plot and the story were still good. It was just dumb ass character shit that I felt like was completely unnecessary. And it's things like that that make me really skeptical when I read YA fantasies. Like, I can be really excited for them, but at the same time, like, as soon as something like that gets thrown in, I'm just like, there it is. That's that. 3 stars. I am still very excited for her new series. I don't even think there's a release date. There's no cover yet, but A Tempest of Tea is supposed to be coming out, I guess, next year, which kind of sucks, but gives me time to read some other things. So let me know if you've read We Hunt the Flame or We Free the Stars, or if they're on your TBR. That's all I have for you, and I'll see you in the next video.